In this video, I'll be showing you how to set a custom startup sound on Ubuntu. Now, although this video is made with Ubuntu in mind, you can take these same points and apply them to any distribution, although the implementation will look different depending on what distribution and desktop environment you're using. Like, in this video, I'm demonstrating this on vanilla Ubuntu using the Gnome desktop environment, since that's what Ubuntu comes with by default. But with that said, let's get right into it.
All right, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is download the audio file that you're going to use for your startup sound. For this demonstration, I'm going with this sound. I'll leave a link in the description to where I got it. So now in order to follow this tutorial, there is one prerequisite package that you're going to need to install. So the command we're going to be using is called paplay, and that's part of the pulseaudio-utils package, which isn't installed anymore on the latest versions of Ubuntu. So we need to install it with sudo apt install pulseaudio-utils, punch in your password. And by the way, this command will be different depending on what distribution you're on. So apt is only applicable to Debian/Ubuntu and their derivatives. If you're on, say, Manjaro, which is based off of Arch, you're not going to do sudo apt install pulseaudio-utils. That'll just give you a command not found error. Or you would do sudo pacman -S, because pacman is the package manager for Arch and its derivatives. And the package name, depending on your distribution, might even be different, or there might not be a pulseaudio-utils package, in which case then you just have to install the pulseaudio package. But anyway, with that out of the way, once you've got that package installed, then we can proceed with this tutorial. So what you're going to do is essentially make the paplay command run at startup or on login. On the Gnome desktop, which is the default in Ubuntu, we go to Show Apps, Startup Applications. And then this makes it very easy to add a startup application. All we do is click Add, give our startup program a name, call it Startup Sound. And now for the command, you're going to type paplay, and then the path to the file. So now we can actually use this browse feature to browse to our audio file. Just select the file and then click open, and then just make sure to type paplay before the file name. So it should look something like this, paplay, and then path to file. Don't worry about comment, because our name of startup sound is kind of self-explanatory. But then all we do is just click add, and then there you go. Now that should run every time you log in. So now to test that, all we do is just log out and then log back in. And then just like that, that sound should play when you log in. If it's not working, first of all, just double check your command. So if we go startup applications and then edit startup sound, just double check that you've got your command right, including paplay, and then the path to the file, including the directory and the name of the file itself and the extension. If you're sure you got that right, then just make sure that you've installed the pulseaudio-utils package. If you installed it, then you should be able to just type paplay in terminal, and then just get this message if you don't specify a file name. Or if you do specify the path to an audio file, then it should just play that audio file and then exit. If you get command not found, then make sure you go install that. So now, if you're on some other desktop environment and adding that command through the desktop environment settings application isn't working, then what you do is create a .desktop file in your .config/autostart file under your home directory, and then you're going to put these contents in it. And by the way, I'll have this example in the description. Basically, the only mandatory fields that you need to have are the exec, which is the most important one, since that specifies the command to be run. In our case, paplay, and then the path to the file. Oh, again, including its name and extension. And then GenericName is just the full name of the application. You can put whatever you want here. And then name, again, you can pretty much put whatever you want here. Well, it should just be one word, no spaces. And then type equals application. So then once you've created that file, just be sure to right-click on it, go to Properties, Permissions, and then make that file executable.
And that's it for this video. Be sure to give it a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you next time.